It's just something that I started working on. The story behind it is being released. It's just an idea that I had about a year and a half ago, and I kept working at it, kept developing it until it started to really become something. I shared it with Julia and with the 11th Hour company, and they said, we might want to do something with this. And so I finished it.
New artistic director of 11th Hour, and just wanted to thank you all for coming. We've had some last minute shifts in the cast and snafus and stuff, but in the end it's all kind of come together and we made it work, and it's going to be a great piece for you all.
Yeah, we'd like to give a special thank you to Madigan Reichberg, who stepped in at the very last second to cover someone who could not be here with us today, so a special thank you to her. A couple last things. We'd like to draw your attention to the majors of our lovely, beautiful cast. We've got quite a wide range from communication majors to tech majors to the acting and MT. We've kind of got it all covered, which is pretty cool and something you don't always see. So we're very excited to work with all of these lovely people and get people who aren't necessarily majoring in arts into the arts, which is a line you'll be hearing of getting involved in the arts is kind of the theme of the show. So. One more little note here. We only had about a month to rehearse this just because of everybody's schedules and the schedule of the theater department as a whole. We will see actors with the books in their hands today. That is no one's fault. It's just the way that things worked out, and we think that it looks pretty great anyway. So, with that, thank you all so much for coming out to support Sarah and 11th Hour Theater Company, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Woo!
New Mr. Elliott.
Please, call me Danny.
I think I'll stick with Mr. Elliott for now, if that's all right. Have a seat.
I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me.
It's customary that I have a private meeting with teachers before they begin, just to be doubly sure they're ready for their class.
I see.
So for protocol, I will look at their agenda for next week and make sure everything's in order.
Sounds good.
And in your case, I need to remind you what you're up against.
Kirkland, we have had this conversation before.
And I admire you for being unfazed. But since our last conversation, I've been looking at your file, and I have to say I don't quite understand.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, it says here that this is your first time teaching your own class.
Okay, that's true, but I had lots of experience student teaching in college.
That's not the issue, Mr. Elliott. I can see here that you're more than qualified to teach at least a freshman level English course. But you chose this instead.
I don't like English much. Plus, you don't need a new English teacher. You need me.
Speaking boldly today, are we?
Hey, look, I understand the situation, Miss Kirkland, and it makes me all the more determined to follow through. You know, the fact that this school has not had any kind of arts program in so many years is kind of ridiculous to me. No offense.
None taken. We cut the arts program before I was made principal. So it wasn't my decision. I suppose the board wanted the students to have an education that focused more on academics rather than extracurricular activities. But I agree with you that there's been something lacking since.
Yes, exactly. I just want to bring that back.
Well, unfortunately, there's not many people who think the same as you and I. As of right now, there's only 3 people signed up for this drama club.
So I heard.
So I need to ask you yet again, why are you doing this?
Well, as you said, there are 3 people signed up.
Yes, out of the entire student body.
And I am doing it for those 3. Look, I have always told myself that if even one student expresses an interest in something, it's worth giving them the opportunity.
That's an admirable claim, Mr. Elliott.
One I'll try to live by.
Do you know how hard it will be to put on a show with only 3 cast members?
So we'll double cast. Look, that'll be good for them anyway. It'll teach them to be versatile.
Well, with that attitude, I'm sure your numbers would grow. Eventually. Well, that's enough discouraging words. After all, I'm on your side in this. So let's see what you've got.
Thank you for the support, Ms. Kirkland. I think you will really like this one.
What is this?
It's called Zombie Prom. So, okay, it's a story about high school students who face oppression from their parents and teachers and how they go on strike to overthrow them.
Excuse me?
Okay, see, it's about this girl. She falls in love with the school rebel and how they fight to stay together when their parents and teachers try to tear them apart.
Uh-huh.
Now, it does get a little dark when Johnny commits suicide, but that is the part where the zombie part comes in.
Makes sense.
And it turns out okay in the end because, you know, we found out Johnny isn't actually an orphan. He's the principal's son from when she got knocked up on prom night and gave him up for adoption.
So, rebellion against authority, suicide, and zombies.
The musical.
The music. Are you serious?
Okay, look. Maybe the material seems a little out there right now, but I think the students will respond positively to a story about students who face oppression.
You honestly think that a story with all these negative elements is what you should be teaching the kids?
It will touch on the feelings of angst and injustice that most kids this age are feeling.
I understand where you're coming from, but you can't possibly justify that teaching the kids something like this is okay.
Okay, it's not teaching them that those things are okay. It all contributes to the main moral of the story. It's part of the big picture.
Which is what? That children should revolt when they feel the rules are unfair?
Maybe it seems a little chaotic now, but I think that will serve them well when they're adults.
Even so, I can't overlook the subplots of this script. Was the teen pregnancy entirely necessary?
With all due respect, Miss Kirkland, you don't seem to understand theater.
You don't seem to understand that whatever you do in this club will be on my head, not
Look,
yours.
I will take full responsibility.
No, you won't. I'm sure you'll try, but the board will blame me for anything and everything that goes wrong. After all, I'm the one who fought to bring the drama club back. I hired you with the understanding that you would produce a respectable play, one that would pass all tests for academic integrity. We take that very seriously here. This is a very risky game we're playing, Mr. Elliott, and I took a big chance on you.
Okay, and I'm very glad you did, but look, these kids are excited, and I want to present them with something exciting.
I understand. If you would have taken your talents to some community theater, you would have had full opportunity to put on whatever show you wanted, but you came here because you felt that the kids needed you. A heartwarming sentiment, but I'm afraid now you have to abide by the rules of the school, which means classic works only, appropriate by kids and faculty alike.
You are limiting me to Shakespeare?
No, not just Shakespeare, Dickens, Ibsen, Homer. I'm not completely clueless in the theater world.
Okay, this might as well be an English class then.
Think of it like that if it'll help you. There's a reason why we study these professors and people in English class.
But they can't relate to these people, Miss Kirkland.
I'm sure it will make it interesting for them regardless. Now, I have a meeting with our new biology teacher. I hope I haven't discouraged you too much.
No, not at all. Look, I will come up with something, and I'll make it appropriate.
I'm sorry this isn't what you wanted. Really though, the way you talk about the kids, it's comforting to hear an educator speak like that. I wish the rest of our teachers were as passionate about their fields as you.
I wish it would mean something if they were. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here, huh? Hi, my name is Danny Elliott, and I will be the director of the new drama club for the next semester.
Wait, only the next semester?
Well, we will see how this goes, huh?
Miss Kirkland doesn't approve of this, does she?
Okay, look, she is in full support of the club. She has put a few limitations on what we can do, but as long as we stay within the guidelines, she is just as excited for you guys as I am. So what about you?
Me?
Yeah, What's your story?
I'm here because this is the first time I've seen anything remotely related to the creative arts at the school.
And you're afraid I'm going to screw it up? No, it's okay. Look, I'm half convinced I'm going to mess this up too, but, you know, just means you care. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Shannon.
Shannon. Good to have you here. What about you guys?
I'm Eric.
I'm Jesse. Jesse. All right. What brings you here?
We had to join.
You had to.
Yeah, our mom got really excited that you were doing this, so she made us join.
The theater mom. There is always one. So, you two are brothers then?
Yep.
Hey, you know, that's awesome. When I was young, my brother wouldn't let me anywhere near him.
Nah, he's cool.
Well, good. And plus, you guys are advocating for boys in theater. Spread the word around. And you two. Huh? What made you want to join this club?
Wait, what club?
Oh, they come in here after school every day to make out.
Shut up, Shannon.
Oh, what?
Don't you always...
Okay. Yes, guys. This is a drama club for theater, not relationships.
So we can't be hearing on the
If you want to join, I mean, we could certainly use some more members, and it gives you the opportunity to do something fun after school.
I don't know, man. I don't want people thinking I wear like leotards or anything.
If there's any leotards, I'm out.
Unless they're on the girl.
Oh.
Okay, wow. Whoa. Okay, let's be a team here. Are you in this?
I want to do it.
What?
I mean, pretty costumes and makeup, it's on stage. We can do it together.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
Just like that, because she wants you to.
So we can be together. Power couple.
I remember that. Okay, we officially have 5 members in the drama club.
So now what?
I say we get started right away.
So, what kind of production are we talking? Yeah, what's the budget?
The budget is, I don't know. But hey, I am dedicated to giving you guys the opportunity to put on the best show you possibly can.
Yeah, so what's the show?
Listen, guys, I had something so special picked out for you, but it didn't make it past Miss Kirkland. She never lets us do anything. Okay, she had a point, sort of. Look, the show I had in mind for you guys, and it had some stuff in it that the school doesn't support.
Such as...
You know, it was gruesome and promoted stuff like chaos, revolution, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see why she said no.
Well, you know what? Okay, since we're talking about it, I'm going to open up the debate to you guys.
Wait, what?
Yeah, school board thinks this club is a waste of time. I say screw them. Today we are becoming critical thinkers.
So, what is there to debate?
Okay, Miss Kirkland thinks I should be teaching you guys the classic plays because they're famously dignified, widely respected. I would rather teach you about modern plays because I think you'll be able to relate more to them in your current setting. Discuss.
I mean, give us the one with the blood and gore.
No. Miss Kirkland is right. Mr. Elliott has a responsibility to educate us and should be promoting healthy morals in his classroom.
Well put, Shannon. But feel free to call me Danny.
Can I call you Danny?
Sure. Okay, look, guys, what you have to understand is that your teachers for the arts are not like your other teachers. Okay? We are all working for the same thing, right? We're all on the same level, so I think we should be on a first name basis. We are all on the same team, okay? Now, okay, back to what Shannon was saying. Why would I teach you about something that the school board doesn't stand for?
To stick it to Miss Kirkland?
Because you liked it.
Because I liked it. And if I liked something, I want to share it with you guys, right? I mean, what would happen if I tried to teach you something I didn't care about?
You'd fit right in here.
Yeah, see, you guys have seen this too much in your lifetime already. Teachers who don't care about what they teach. And what does that do to you?
It makes us bored.
It makes you not want to learn, right? Look, I don't like the classic stuff. And you don't like the classic stuff. So therefore, what Shannon is saying is a moot point.
But, hey,
Look, so it's settled then.
Well, not exactly. I mean, can you imagine what would happen if kids only learned about what they wanted to learn about? That can only result in...
yeah, chaos.
Okay, right, chaos. No one would be learning anything.
So we might as well just skip the classes that we don't enjoy.
Hey, I am all for that.
Okay. Someone tell me why we learn about the stuff we do.
We've been trying to figure that out for years.
Okay, seriously. Why do we learn about history?
Easy. Because those who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it.
Okay. Science.
Discovering new things.
Math.
Buildings.
Okay. So essentially, someone long ago decided this was stuff you needed to learn about, even when you didn't want to. Great. So now, using that logic, why do we learn about famous poets in English class?
Because they were brilliant in their time.
Say that again.
They were brilliant in their time.
In their time.
Yes. Shakespeare is outdated.
His plays are full of language and concepts that we can't fully grasp, and maybe they'll never be fully understood in this day and age.
That is not what I meant.
What did you mean?
In the time that he was alive, Shakespeare was responsible for countless plays that are still studied today.
His work has stood the test of time.
But no one knows what he's talking about. Well, maybe that's our fault.
It's not our fault we don't speak Old English.
Well, maybe we should have translated it over the years.
In compromise the originality of the plays, doesn't that take something away from them?
Yeah, we live the way Shakespeare intended.
Or is that what Shakespeare would have wanted?
That is not for us to decide.
Okay, so either we appreciate the works in their original form or not at all?
Yes.
You ever listen to a cover song?
No, I don't. I think the original singer should be the only singer.
Art dies with the artist?
Yes. No.
Okay. So, either we honor Shakespeare as one of the greatest playwrights to ever live, or we fight to study a play we will have a better understanding of. All hands for Shakespeare. All opposed. Well, it looks like we have our answer.
We do not have an answer.
At least for today, we do. Look, guys, I have a good feeling about this class. A really good feeling. Ooh. Okay, same time tomorrow, okay? Hopefully we will have something to work with then.
It's not usually a good sign when a teacher asks to meet with me after having only one class. Did everything go okay yesterday?
No, everything went great. The kids are better than I could have ever expected.
Shannon's a little firecracker, isn't she?
I have high hopes for her.
I can't imagine the other two were in trouble for you.
What? Oh, no, they were great.
So what's the issue?
And actually, we added 2 more members since yesterday.
I'm happy for you.
So, this club's getting to be pretty legit.
Mr. Elliott? What happened?
Hey, look. I really got them to think, okay? Really think and voice their opinions to me and others. And we decided as a class that we want to fight for the old script. Hey, look, it's not about the blood and the gore. It's just that they agreed with me that Shakespeare's outdated.
All of them?
Well, all but one, and that's how democracy works.
High school is not built on democracy, Mr. Elliott.
Hey, look, you should have seen the way they were shouting at each other over stuff that the school board thinks is unimportant.
I'm glad you got them excited, but I'm not going back on what I said to you the last time we had this argument.
Don't you want your kids to be passionate about something?
I want my kids to learn how to respect school guidelines instead of pushing them to get what they want. Sounds like to me you're promoting that old script already.
Maybe there's something to be said about that old script. And maybe if we used that old script, the kids would have a little bit of fun in this place for
You're
once.
treading on thin ice, Mr. Elliott. This school got along for many years without this club, and I can take it away just as easily.
But you won't.
Oh no.
No. Because I know, deep down inside, you want this just as much as I do.
I do. I want the kids to be able to express themselves. I want you to be so successful in your endeavors that I can hire a music teacher, maybe more.
Yes, that's perfect.
It's not that simple. The board has put the school on a pedestal so unshaky that we all have to walk on eggshells to avoid it from crashing down.
Don't you see something wrong with that? I mean, look at these kids. This place will be a military school before you know it.
No, I see a bright future for the school. It's just going to take time. Mr. Elliott, do you know how many people are rooting against you?
Seriously?
No, really. All of the board members and faculty are convinced that this is going to be a total disaster.
Why did you tell me that?
Because you can be a segue to a total change for these kids. Once the board sees that the kids can be artistic and still follow school guidelines, they'll be pleasantly surprised. And after a while, they'll be more lenient with what you do because they'll trust you. And they'll be more likely to support other forms of art.
I hadn't thought of it like that.
That's what I was trying to get at during our first meeting. You're at a crossroads, Mr.
It seems so wrong to me to keep doing what they want when I disagree with everything they're saying. Look, creativity within borders, it's self-contradictory. But maybe that's just a stubborn streak in me.
No, I agree with you. Look, you've got to stop acting like I don't understand anything you're going through, okay? I understand plenty. I understand that the board is a bunch of overly concerned parents with sticks up their asses who choke the fun right out of this place. I said it.
You said ass.
I said I understand. But until we can outsmart them, we do what they say. We'll just have to wait a little longer, okay?
I'll try my best.
I know you will. Danny?
Hey, you
That
finally...
never leaves this office. Here?
They call me Danny. I'll be teaching you today about what will we be learning about, sir?
Biology.
Excellent. You know, when we dive deep into the things of biology, we come to terms with life's biggest regrets and fears. So I think. Oh shit.
Hey, Danny. I think you were serious. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey guys, how's everything?
Great. Did you talk to Miss Kirkland?
Well, yes.
What'd she say?
She still thinks it would be better for us to study the classic stuff. Okay, look, guys, this isn't what I wanted either, but this is the only way that the school will let us do fun stuff in the future, okay?
So, what does that mean for us now?
I guess that means Shakespeare.
Oh, come on, guys. It's not that bad.
It is certainly a step up from what you had before, right?
Shakespeare's greatest tragedy?
Yeah, well, take it from a theater major, Amber, his tragedies, they're funnier than his comedies. Besides, they're still pretty gruesome. It's not all bonnets and corsets.
There were like 10 different stories in here. Oh man, do we have to read all of them?
No, of course not. I thought we would start easy with Romeo and Juliet, since everyone already knows that one already. I mean, some of the scripts in there are pretty weird.
Wait, which one?
Romeo and Juliet.
Wasn't that a really good thing about the Yeah, it was also one of the greatest tragedies ever written.
I've definitely heard of it.
Are you serious? Am I supposed to believe that Shannon is the only one in here that has read Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, so it's a good thing they'll be learning in your class then.
I guess so. Well, I will try to explain what is happening as it's going along, I guess. Eric, why don't you read the prologue?
Why does he get to read the prologue?
Oh, relax, Amber. We're putting aside all casting decisions until after we've read through the thing at least once. Look, you guys may even decide you want to do a different story from the book.
Oh, you're still shooting for that whole democracy thing, huh?
Eric, start reading.
Two households both alike in dignity in Verona, where we lay our scene formations grudge break to new mutiny.
Okay. Stop. Whoa. Okay, so what does this mean?
Danny, this is going to take forever if we have to understand all of it.
Okay, no, it's really simple and it will get easier as we go along. Okay. Two households, both alike in dignity. So essentially, we've got two family lines, similar social settings. In Fair Verona, there we've been given the setting for the play. From grudge break to new mutiny. So essentially, there's been some sort of long-lasting feuds between the two families, and it's been recently reignited by some new developments.
Wait, what do you mean family lines?
That's the way people were classified in that time. Okay, you know what? Here, think of it like this. Gryffindor and Slytherin House. Both important to Hogwarts, but vastly different. And they've had a rivalry since the beginning, but it's become recently intensified with Harry and Draco.
That's dope.
It makes more sense now, right? Okay, keep going.
Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes.
Loins.
Okay. Yeah, he said loins. So what is going on here?
It's talking about the offspring of the respective households.
Well put, as always, Shannon. So yes, as we said before, the two houses eventually resulted in Harry and Draco. Now, what about that word fatal?
Hold on. I haven't seen the last Harry Potter movie yet. No spoilers.
Okay, seriously, how many years has it been? Okay, whatever. Look, the point is that because of the families fighting, the two were destined to die.
Hey!
No, not Harry and Draco, Romeo and Juliet. Hey! That could not have been a surprise to you.
Wait, were Harry and Draco a thing?
Look, this is not a perfect metaphor, okay? I'm just trying to get you guys to understand what is going on.
I don't get it.
Okay. You know what? Let's try this. Has anyone ever seen Titanic?
That one was definitely Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wonderful. I just had to make sure I wouldn't spoil it for anyone. Okay, so picture this: Jack and Rose go to Hogwarts. They're put in Gryffindor and Slytherin house.
No, that's not right. They're not in the same social class.
Oh, good catch, Eric. But this is the best I have to work with. You know what? Let's just pretend like Jack and Rose have the same socioeconomic standing, while they're also attending Hogwarts together.
Rose is the Slytherin for sure.
We are getting further and further from the point.
Yeah, you're right, Shannon. Yep. Eric, please, just for the sake of our class time, please keep reading.
I sure will. From forth the fatal lords of these true foes, error, star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure pitches overthrows, do with their death bury their parents' strife.
Anyone?
Okay. Jack and Rose committed suicide, and then Gryffindor and Slytherin shared the house back?
You know, I was going to throw in the towel on that analogy, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
What? That makes no sense.
Okay, we all learn in different ways, Shannon, and most people would say that about reading this verbatim.
Read some more, Eric. I totally got this.
Wait, hold on.
There's still like 5 lines left.
No, I know, but I had a new idea. Look, guys, we have to do this story, right? But isn't it a lot more fun when we read it like this?
But we talked about this yesterday. It would compromise the integrity of the original work.
Look, I only said that to get you to think. And actually, I think you were the one that originally suggested that. Guys, I am all for it if you are.
Oh, I'm so in it if you can do it like this.
I don't know. I mean, the story we made up so far really makes no sense, and we have to keep rewriting it every line.
Okay, agreed. So we don't use the Titanic Harry Potter mashup. We use ourselves.
What does that mean?
Same concept. We use modern ideas, but we don't use the movie characters. We put the language in layman's terms, but keep everything else the same. It's still Romeo and Juliet, but produced as if in modern day.
How did we do that?
Eric, read the last few lines of the prologue.
Okay, fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which of their children's end could not remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall drive in.
The 2 lovers were destined to die, and their deaths were the only thing that could stop these families from fighting. This is the story we'll be telling for the next 2 hours, and we appreciate you being here.
That's all that means.
Dude, that's awesome!
Do you really think it's a good idea to keep pushing this curriculum like this? I mean, it's a wonder we're still allowed to do this, and it's only the 2nd day.
Look, I promised you guys, and myself, that we would have fun this semester. And damn it, I'm gonna make it happen.
Hey! All right, Daddy!
Okay. Wrap time. Be on the lookout for an email from me tomorrow afternoon. And come prepared because, as we in the theater world like to say, brush up your Shakespeare.
Mr. Elliott?
Miss Kirkland, I'm glad the flyers made it around the school. It's great.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm holding auditions for the upcoming show.
Did you take nothing away from our conversations?
I am producing Shakespeare, Miss Kirkland, just like you asked me to.
Well, really? Because I don't remember Romeo and Juliet being written by someone named Willie Shakes.
That's pretty funny, huh? I came up with that myself.
A modern adaptation of the trials and tribulations.
I knew the kids would like that one.
Danny, I thought we were in agreement. Lay low and do what the board wants until the point you have the freedom to do things like this.
Look, we were all set to do the old script. It's just, none of the kids had even read it before. Okay, I had to do something to get them invested in this, and it turns out they had a lot of fun.
I'm sure they did.
Look, we put the language in layman's terms. You can't disagree with me on this, otherwise, what kind of teacher would I be?
I'm glad you found a way for the students to learn. But the point of teaching them Shakespeare so that they can learn Shakespeare, not Willie Shakes.
This is the only way they found it interesting enough to study.
Well, then maybe they shouldn't be studying at all.
You don't mean that, and you know it.
I don't want to mean it, but I do. Mr. Elliott, we've gone over and around this issue too many times, and so you keep pushing the boundaries.
I came to this school to get these kids excited about theater. And you've given me centuries-old texts and temporary use of the multi-purpose room. I am working within my means here. Can you cut me a little slack?
I can cut you a paycheck.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I cannot in good conscience allow the show to happen.
What? Because of the nickname?
Because of the concept. You're taking a world-famous work of art and essentially rewriting it for your own taste.
We are translating it into modern-day language so that the actors and the audience can have a better understanding of it. It is a better situation for both parties than reading it in Old English.
There. You're pandering to the audience because you're afraid they'll get bored.
I am not pandering to the audience. I am simply keeping in mind that not everyone else is going to feel the same way about Shakespeare as you do.
I would think a theater teacher would respect Shakespeare the way I do, at the very least.
Are you saying I'm a bad theater teacher?
You don't have the best track record so far.
I will take this moment to remind you, Miss Kirkland, that my students spent all last night studying Shakespeare of their own accord. They're seeking out the material on their own because they find it so exciting. Blame my methods if you must, but you cannot deny my results. Oh, hey guys, what'd you bring for me?
Zach found a great scene from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Good choice. Hey, that fits you, man.
Zach Fenley? You're in this club?
And Amber, too. Reciting monologues, no less. Oh, actually, if you could give me the room, Miss Kirkland, I've got 5 kids to audition.
Mr. Elliott?
Keep it PG, and you can have the gym.
Let's go, Danny. You finally wore her bell.
Okay. Do not wear her down. She is a principal. She cannot deny academic success when she sees it. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get started. Now remember, we are reciting verbatim today. We'll get more into translations later. Zach, you want to go first?
Yeah. Oh, wherefore nature didst thou lion's frame, since mine vile hath here the flower, my dear, which is no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out, sword, and wound the pap of the Pyramus, aye, that left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus die us, thus. Now I am dead, now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
Isn't that great?
That was something.
You ever told me to do that thing with a pencil? I thought it was stupid.
No. That was good, but don't you think it'd be a lot more fun to, like, stab yourself?
That's what I did.
I told you need to get into it more.
It's fine, Amber. Everyone can see what's going on.
You're not being dramatic enough.
I don't want to be dramatic.
That's the whole point.
Whoa, hey, Shannon. I didn't know if you'd make it.
Me neither.
Well, just in time. Come and take a seat. Amber, why don't you come on up?
Okay, I did much ado about nothing.
Oh, perfect. Let's see it.
back of such advantage. Love on, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hands. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band, for others than thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportedly.
Alright, Amber. That's enough.
See, that's how you make it seem more dramatic and romantic. You know the character in gave that monologue right after being tricked into believing that man loved her?
Okay, no one was talking to you, Shannon.
Okay, yeah. Amber. I think you might have missed the point of the monologue, but that was still a nice delivery. As far as I'm concerned, you two have Romeo and Juliet.
What? But you did not mention the rest of us.
I only have 2 girls here, Shannon, and besides, they're the power couple. See?
I memorized the balcony scene.
That's the way it goes sometimes, Shannon. We can have you be the nurse, arguably the funniest character in the show. Hey!
Oh, look what the cat dragged in.
Where have you guys been?
Well, weren't sure we wanted to fish after all. But our mom said she wanted to pick us up in class or somewhere.
What?
Well, we started reading Shakespeare last night. It was just so dramatic and weird.
There's no argument there, but guys, I thought we decided that this would be a lot more fun once we got into it.
I guess. But who are we gonna play?
Well, we're pretty short on cast members, so you get to play a whole bunch of characters, really. Come on, guys, I really need you here.
I don't know, man.
Hold on. Wait. What if I could promise you lightsabers?
Done.
We have a cast.
What, you're not letting them recite either?
We never memorized anything.
Hey, that's not fair.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, guys, they have a point. If we're going to have lines, I need to see that you can memorize stuff.
We can memorize stuff. Eric can sing a 21 Pilot song you want.
Oh, yeah. The song's on the radio, okay? My taste in music is...
No.
No.
Just come prepared for Monday, okay? I want to dive into the first scene.
Hey, will we have lightsabers on?
I will try to have as many props as I possibly can.
Do I get a tiara?
Juliet is not a princess, Amber, but you will be getting masks for the masquerade ball.
For the what?
The masquerade by Phantom of the Opera. Masquerade. Okay, never mind. Look, it's a big ball where everyone gets masks. Big ball. You are not going to be able to handle the innuendo in this show.
Wait, is this a dirty show?
Well, okay, we're out of time again. I'm trying to read up on Act 1, Scene 1. Have I upset you?
You know I was more prepared than Amber. You know I worked harder for this club than anyone else.
I do know that, but unfortunately, that doesn't always necessarily guarantee you a part.
Well, it should. What else are you basing it off of?
Look, I have a feeling Amber will do well with this, okay? Theater is all based on feelings, Shannon, and sometimes feelings get hurt. That's the way it goes, but it's all for a greater good. And, you know, I think you will be a lot happier in this club if you learn to loosen up a little bit. This isn't like the other clubs you've been in.
been busy?
Yeah, I get it. That theater club is really taking up a lot of your time, huh?
How did you know about that?
Everyone knows about it. You're spending every day after school with that new teacher, the one trying to overthrow Miss Kirkland.
He's not trying to overthrow anyone. Where did you get that?
Hello. Wake up, Shannon. Ever since he's got here, he's been attacking the administration and poisoning their minds.
I mean, that's a bit extreme. I mean, yes, he's bending the rules, but it's about time someone did, don't you think?
No, I don't. And neither do you. We've thrived in this place for 4 years under the college prep curriculum. You've always said how much you valued that.
And I do. I think academics are important. I think that extracurriculars are important too.
Priorities, Shannon. School comes first.
God, you sound like my mother.
I thought we were both at a point where we didn't need our mothers to tell us that anymore.
Okay, message received. It won't happen again.
No, you don't seem to get it, Shannon. That Mr. Elliott is already changing things around here, and Miss Kirkland seems to be okay with it. Next thing you know, he'll start cutting things. Things like the book club.
I think you're overreacting.
Am I? We lost 3 people in the last week because they're volunteering to help him build a set for your show. And now he's taking you too.
He has not taken me. Look, it was a one-time mistake. I'm not dropping out of book club.
No, but you may be removed.
You're kicking me out?
We're not just gonna sit and wait for you to have time for us. If we don't have full commitment from you, we won't bother putting you on the list.
Are you insane? This is not politics, Janie. I missed one meeting because I was studying
That's
lines.
not studying, that's playing. Studying happens in school, for grades, in subjects that matter. I thought you of all people would know that.
I'm happy, Janie. Is that a subject that matters?
Hey, gang.
Whoa, look at all that stuff.
Yeah, just a few things I was able to scrounge up. All right. You ready to dive in?
Danny, could we run to the balcony scene just once today?
Maybe, Amber. I just think it'd be maybe a little better to start from the beginning.
Yeah, but Romeo and Juliet aren't even in the beginning.
Well, what did you expect? I mean, Shakespeare has to set the scene. You two don't even know each other yet. He is still in love with somebody else.
Wait, what?
Awesome, dude. This is like Christmas morning.
Hey, I called the red one.
Oh man, they get lightsabers?
They're the guards.
Yeah, but I'm a prince.
No, you're not.
No, babe, I'm the princess. That's how it goes.
That's not how it goes. Look, I cannot believe that you guys have never heard this story before.
Hey, what's this?
Ah, this is for the nurse. I thought you might like this.
Thanks.
No problem. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Eric, you're Samson. Jesse, you're Gregory. Now remember, you guys are Capulets.
That means they're on my team.
Okay. Sure, if that is how you would like to think of it. Okay, so remember, you work for her family.
Got it. All right, here goes. Lightsaber. Try that again. Gregory, I swear to God, we're not coal miners.
Yeah, we're guards.
Yeah, if people make us mad.
Okay, easy.
While you're alive.
Reflexes on point, bro.
Okay, you don't believe him, Jesse.
Bullshit!
Hey, you gonna swear in this show?
Within reason and as long as it makes sense.
I'm so fast, I'll stab Romeo's dog if I hear him. Like Kelley.
Okay, see, that was not within reason.
More like run away.
Now listen here. I will stab that dog. And then I will sleep with all the Montague girls.
My God, Eric.
Tone it down a bit, dude.
Weak.
Nah, bro, I'm having up against the wall.
Wrap it up, Eric.
That's what she said.
Jesse.
Shut up about the girls, bro. We're supposed to find men.
Yeah, see, there you
It's all
go.
the same, bro. As a matter of fact, when I'm done with the men, I'm gonna cut off all the girls' heads.
Dude, how did Miss Kirkland sign off on this?
Why are these guards?
I told y'all this wasn't Downton Abbey, and it gets worse. Jesse, keep going.
What do you mean you're gonna cut their heads off?
I mean, I'm gonna cut down their flowers. Interpret that as you will.
Okay, yeah, guys, this is dirty stuff. Shakespeare was actually a pretty vulgar dude. But part of theater is getting past that for the sake of the story.
Wait, I don't get it.
The flower means their virginity, babe.
Danny, no.
All right, Amber, it is fine. Nothing happens to the girls.
Promise?
I promise. Jesse,
We've been interpreting to the girls, bro.
Oh, I will, because I'm irresistible.
Well, I mean, at least you're not a fish. Understand this line?
just keep going.
Hey, the other team is coming. Take out your tool.
What's his tool? Oh my God.
Check out my naked women.
Mr. Elliott?
Really?
Should I ask what's going on here?
What do you mean?
It's not what it looks like. Miss Kirkland, we were experimenting with translating the text, and we got carried away.
Yeah, it's just Romeo and Juliet. It's already like this.
Oh, like this.
Miss Kirkland, listen. This is my doing.
Oh, I have no doubt of that.
It's just the first day we're trying out this idea, and it's gonna be a little rough until we are done translating the text and figuring out the language.
And how do I know that this wasn't your intention?
Okay, look, I may be lax, but I would never let the kids do that on stage.
You really haven't done much in the past week to make me trust you.
He really has been keeping us in line.
You really see me as your enemy, don't you?
Don't get testy, Mr. Elliott.
No. I broke your rules, I pushed your system, and now you assume the worst of me.
I don't assume the worst, I walk in on it.
Miss Kirkland, I give you my word that this will be totally family friendly by the time we're done rehearsing
And
it.
what does your word mean exactly?
It means it's gonna happen.
How can I believe you?
Why don't we have you sit in on one of our dress rehearsals? No, I mean for real, not just, walk in at inopportune moments. You will get to see up close what we're really trying to do here.
You have 2 weeks to clean this up. I'll observe your work, see if you're really on track. Be on your best behavior.
Close one, dude.
What do you mean close? She caught us.
Nah, I thought she was gonna take that with her.
Okay, guys, do we not understand? She is coming to observe us. Okay, this is it. This is going to make or break this class's existence.
She can't shut us down just because Eric's an idiot.
Hey, just reading what's on the page, sweetheart.
Watch yourself. Okay, Eric, back off. Guys, we have 2 weeks to bring this chaos down to an acceptable level. Look, I really think we can do it if we just focus and stop fighting. For the rest of the time, let's just hunker down and really try to learn this language so that we can prove to Miss Kirkland we can.
I knew that's what this club was about.
No, I'm not just saying that we're trying to do this to prove Miss Kirkland wrong.
It's starting to sound like it.
No, I am trying to say that I think the show can be amazing if we just work out the kinks a little bit.
Hey, Juliet.
Gotta work on your cakes a little bit, huh?
Dude, okay, stop. Guys, I'm cutting class time short. And I expect that the next time we meet, we will be civil with each other and familiar with this text. Let's get on the same page here, guys, or we will never make this work.
This is beautiful.
Awesome.
There's a princess tower for me.
Oh my gosh, who did all this?
Various students who volunteered. I think it looks pretty great.
I didn't know the stage could look like this. It's usually just used for Miss Kirkland's stupid announcements.
Careful, she could be here any minute.
Okay, yes, guys. She's going to be here sometime soon, so let's go over the game plan. We are starting in Act 1, Scene 5. That is the scene where Romeo and Juliet meet for the first time. It is absolutely iconic, so now is the time that we have to really show Miss Kirkland what we've got. Wait, where are the props? Jesse, I promise you, you will get your lightsaber.
Lovely.
Okay, hi, Miss Kirkland, yes. We kept the lightsabers, but I assure you that all anatomical references have been cut. Jesse, I swear to God.
No need for swearing, Mr. Elliott. I'm just here to see what you've been working on. Pretend I'm not even here.
Okay, already on it. Okay, we are all really nervous.
We are?
Well, you should be.
Why should we be nervous?
Because we are performing in front of the principal. She said she's not here. She is clearly here, Jesse. What I'm trying to say is that there is a lot on the line.
This really isn't a good pep talk at all.
This wasn't meant to be a pep talk.
Then what are we doing?
No, I get it. He's just trying to remind us that everything we've worked on and how it will all cease to exist if we fail.
Right. Wait, no, what? That's not what I'm saying. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess it is what I'm saying. But look, guys, the point is just do your best.
Well, now I feel nervous.
Good. That means you care. Now, Miss Kirkland has been watching us awkwardly huddle up for a really long time. Guys, get in places for Act 1, Scene 5.
Wait, where is that again?
Are you kidding?
God, I'm sorry, the show was so finished. How am I supposed to like, jump in and see?
Okay. Girls, stage left. Boys, stage right. Please excuse us, Miss Kirkland, as we prepare ourselves to give you the best show we possibly can.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Eric, action.
What is up, guys, and welcome to the show. Ladies, you're welcome too, as long as you're smoking hot. I was young and hot like you at one point. Those were good times, man. But those days are over now. It's time to turn it up. DJ, turn it up. Ladies, turn it on.
Eric!
Hey, turn on the heat. It's getting hot in here. Ah, look, there's my brother.
Cousin!
Cousin. Say, Connors, you remember when we used to dance like this? How long ago was it?
Must be like 30 years by the look of your mom.
Oh. I swear we were picking up girls at a wedding like 25 years ago, must have been, right?
Dude, that guy's kid is 30.
Well, what's that supposed to mean? You know, stuff happens beforehand sometimes.
Excuse me, miss. Who's the girl over there? The one sweet talking at night.
I don't know. Have a drink.
Wow, She looks like she would teach a fire how to burn if it would listen to her. I dare say, miss, she looks like a fair jewel that's been worn by its fair share of pretty boys. Too good for the world, this one. Look how she stands out from the crowd. I'll just go get in line so I can talk to her when she's done.
Okay, Shannon, what is happening? What's wrong with Zach?
He and Amber broke up, didn't you hear?
Oh, for the love. I am Tibble. And I know that voice. He wasn't invited. Servant, fetch me my rapier. No, rapier. Oh, fetch me my rapier. How dare this man come to a private party? Not in my house. I'll kill him without looking back.
What and why are you yelling?
Do you see this guy? Do you see how no one invited him? He's gonna eat all our food. This one.
Is this Romeo?
Hell yeah, it's Romeo.
Calm down, dude. He's chill and certainly not causing a ruckus like you are right now. If anybody's getting kicked out of this party, it's gonna be you in hot minute. Have another drink.
Not with this monstrosity in the room. Off with him, I say.
Bet. You tolerate him, or I won't tolerate you.
What? Cousin!
Hey! Shut up! Ladies, keep dancing!
Eric! I am outraged. Dramatic accent.
Those are footnotes, Jesse. Gee, is my hand good enough for you, princess?
It's like a pilgrim is holding hands with a saint.
A saint, is it? Do saints use their lips as much as you do?
You need Jesus.
Oh, no, my darling. Please go on and tell me what exactly saints do. At least with saints, faith isn't a total waste of energy.
Okay, I did not make the first move.
Stay in character, Amber.
Don't even worry about it. All your sin is gone. I've forgiven you, just like I always have.
Does Juliet want a kiss on the mouth? Sounds like it says in the script.
Oh, I'm sure she got one from someone today.
Oh, stay in character.
Oh, dearest Romeo, have you forgotten about Rosalind in your chemistry class? You yourself are not so innocent.
Oh, but my sweet Juliet. I don't seem to recall making out with Rosalind during the show.
Well, but you given the opportunity, I've no doubt you jump at the chance. I've seen your carrier pigeon scrolls.
You read my scrolls?
Juliet! Your mother is calling you.
When did you get your hands on my pigeon?
It doesn't matter. I know you're talking to other girls. You're just as bad as I am.
I'm as bad as you are. At least I don't spend every day making eyes at my teacher. Yeah, I see the way you look at him.
Zach, no!
Yeah, that's right. I know the real reason you joined this club in the first place. So nice of you to let me join and watch.
I think I've heard enough. The show is canceled. Effective immediately.
Oh, way to go, Amber!
How was any of that my fault?
Okay, save it, guys. I didn't even get to use my lightsaber. Jesse, for God's sake, it was about the lightsaber.
So what was it about, Danny? Did we let you down?
No, you didn't let me down. I think a little bit more time could have been spent on the material, that's all.
Could that have prevented the lovers' quarrel?
Yeah. Who could have predicted that your power couple would fall through?
Okay, look, let's not point fingers here. I think we all could have done a little better here today.
I did great.
Shut up. You couldn't keep that beard off her shit, man.
Guys, stop arguing. What? You come to yell at me some more?
This isn't you.
What do you mean this isn't me? What about everything that just happened is out of character for me?
Look, I don't know you that well, but I know that this isn't what you set out to do.
Of course it's not what I set out to do. I didn't set out to lead you guys into failure by the third week.
No, that was our fault. I mean, you came in here wanting to share your passion with the school,
And you end up starting a war.
Okay, that's a little dramatic, don't you think?
You're at odds with the principal, barely hanging off your job, and you're turning this whole thing into a way to prove yourself.
Is that what you think of me?
If you need permission to treat you as a peer, I'm going to speak my mind. That's how it works when you abandon your authority, Danny.
Okay, Shannon. If I'm such a horrible theater teacher, breaking all the rules to try to give you guys the opportunity to put on the best production you could, why did you come back? Why did you stay day after day just to find fault in everything that I do?
Because I wanted this, okay? I wanted the chance to finally have something to be proud of. I wanted people to look at me and see an artist instead of in this club, because it was the first time I'd seen the school do anything for us. But it's just the same thing. Are you still sitting here in the dark?
Sorry, I just needed a minute to think.
You've been staring at that laptop all night.
I don't know what else to do.
This isn't the end of the world.
No, but it's the end of my fight.
Where's this coming from? At the beginning of the school year, you were ready to break down walls if you had to in order to make a difference.
Turns out the walls were stronger than me.
Oh, please don't get dramatic on me.
Oh, it's true, Grace. I was in over my head. I was trying to turn this school into something that's not.
But it could be.
Look, just seeing the way Zach and Amber were yelling at each other, I can't teach them what they don't want to learn.
That's exactly what you should do. That's everything you believed in from the start.
Look, I can teach theater at places where I'm not scared for my job every single day.
That defeats the point. Look, you didn't just want to teach theater. You wanted to introduce theater to a school that didn't know what it was. To advocate for the arts. To show ignorant school boards that this is worth studying, just like anything else the kids are learning about.
Maybe it's not.
No, don't say that.
No, maybe it's better to keep the arts sacred for the people who can truly appreciate them.
How will they ever learn to appreciate them if they don't have access to them?
No, you know what? I'm really starting to think that we were on to something that first day of class. Shakespeare, he didn't create these works of art so that they could be studied by high school students who don't care. You know, maybe we should treat every school subject like that.
What are you talking about?
These brilliant people who did brilliant things. Gregor Mendel didn't discover the law of genetics so that high school students could sit bored during discussions about pea plants waiting for the bell to ring. Galileo, he didn't revolutionize the theory of gravity so that kids could sit and throw rocks at each other during stupid experiments. They don't want to learn this stuff. And frankly, I'm really starting to think it's disrespectful to try to force them to.
Okay, listen to what you're saying. You think kids shouldn't go to school at all? Kids are forced to learn about things because that's how they discover where their passion lies. You should be spending this time showing the kids why you love what you do so that maybe they'd be inspired.
They are not all going to be actors, Grace.
That's irrelevant. You're not inspiring them to follow your specific career path. You're inspiring them to find whatever path in life makes them as happy and inspired as you are. That's what being a teacher is.
I really haven't shown them it's worth it, have I?
Look, you started this job because you said if there was a single kid who
was interested in the arts, they deserved an opportunity. Don't disappoint her now by showing her that it's okay to give up when it gets hard. Come to bed?
Yeah. Just give me a minute. I need something now. One more meeting.
Figuring out our next move.
There is no next move. You screwed up. It's over.
Yeah, now we have to do it the boring way. What? Well, Miss Kirkland didn't like a modern idea, so now we have to read it word for word.
It doesn't work like that, Justin. It's over. We're done.
Done for now. We just need another chance. Just start things over.
Yeah, Danny, what do we do?
We don't do anything.
What do you mean we don't do anything? It's over?
We get out of here with our tails between our legs while we still can.
Well, you can still try again next semester, right? Stick to the rules that you said.
There is no next semester, Amber.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm not coming back, guys.
What are you talking about? You have to.
Yeah, without you, we can't do anything fun here.
You guys really thought all that was fun, huh? Turning the whole student body against each other and getting shut down within a month?
We're just trying to do something, man. That's what it's all about.
No, Eric, you're wrong. That's not what it's all about. Theater isn't about, unhealthy competition. It shouldn't be used in spite of each other, but, you guys didn't make that mistake. I did.
You didn't do anything wrong, Danny.
Yes, I did. You guys haven't been exposed to theater and all its wonderful possibilities. And I trusted myself to show you, but all I did was put it in a bad light.
Does that mean you have to resign?
I have done a horrible job teaching. But if you learn nothing else from my class, I would rather give you no impression of the arts than the wrong one.
What are we supposed to do now?
Look, I can't pretend like everything we just went through didn't happen, but I can at least try to lead you guys to something better. You deserve better than this.
We don't want better than this.
There's nothing else I can do for you. It's over.
So that's it. You couldn't have just sent this in an email?
I thought you deserved to hear it in person, Eric.
Oh, so this we deserve. Let's go, Jesse.
I thought it was fun, Danny.
Shannon.
Another one of our famous talks.
Last one, right? Look, I just wanted to make myself clear to you. This school needs the arts. It needs to celebrate all the creative people within its halls. I just don't think that I'm the one to do that for you. I think I've screwed up one too many times.
Yeah, I get it. Why are you telling me?
Because you're the one who understands. You're the one who cared the most. And actually, you're the one who predicted that I would screw this up. Hey, I heard about what happened in the book club. You got kicked out because you chose this instead.
Yeah.
That's flattering. I didn't know you did all that. But I talked to your room leader.
Janie.
Yeah, she's a real piece of work, isn't she? But I told her to let you back in. Your next meeting's on Saturday.
How did you manage that?
Sometimes persistence is a good thing, Shannon. And also, so many people had dropped that she couldn't really say no.
Well, thanks. Say that.
You might have a little more.
What is this?
All boys school across the way. They're holding open auditions looking for girls for their upcoming show.
Wow. Can't believe you got this for me.
Well, I'm glad you're excited because I already told them you'd be there.
Wait, what?
Look, Shannon, I recognize passion in you, and passion deserves to be nurtured. I don't think that I'm the one to do it for you, but the least I can do is point you in the direction of someone who can.
Danny, I really did love this class. I just didn't show it.
I know you did, but you were right. I was being selfish. You guys aren't the ones that need to change. The school isn't the one that needs to change. I need to change. I promise to keep learning with you.
Really think I can do this?
Not only do I think you can do this, I think you will surprise yourself with what you're capable of. So go out there and kill that audition. And please put on a better production than mine. In the theater world, we call that upstaging.
Why would I do that?
You wanted something to be proud of, right?
So did you.
Janie, can I talk to you?
No, don't worry about it, Shannon. I already talked to Mr. Elliott about letting you back in.
Are you still mad at me?
There's nothing to be mad at, I guess. Everything's back to normal now.
So you heard about Danny leaving.
I didn't know you called him that, but yes.
And you don't really feel sorry for us?
Sure I am. I'm sorry you put in so much work to be let down. I can't say I didn't see it coming, though.
Well, I don't think we were let down.
Your show was canceled, and your director quit.
We were told not to.
I suppose so.
And I think we can do better. We should do better.
What are you plotting now?
Jimmy, I really think we have something here. We want to try again.
Who's we?
Oh, well, I haven't actually talked to the others about it yet. We aren't in the restaurant.
Then how would you be able to do anything?
Look, it's simple. Eric and Jesse got frustrated, so they just wanted to fool around. And Zach and Amber were forced to act as a couple when they had just broken up. And then, of course, there was all the pressure knowing that we lose everything if we failed. But if we took all of that away, I think we'd be left with something amazing.
That's pretty optimistic, but to be real for a minute, there's no way Miss Kirkland would let you pick up where Mr. Elliott left off. I think Drama Club is pretty dead.
You see, I'm not talking about reinstating Drama Club. I'm talking about this being a literary setting.
I know. You're not referring to book club?
It's been right under your nose the whole time. We added a few screenplays to the list. Your attendance doubles, and the theater kids will have somewhere to go.
Miss Kirkland will shut us down, Shannon.
Oh, I hate to burst your bubble, but book club's not big enough to be supported by the school. We meet on Saturdays in the library. Miss Kirkland, she can do a thing.
That's a low blow.
Expand your horizons, Janie. Plays are worth getting to.
You've been back all of 24 hours, and you're already talking about taking over?
I'm not taking over. I'm just saying that incorporating some new play scripts into your reading would be a win-win.
So our meetings can turn into rehearsal time.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. You're the president.
I won't bring it up again if you don't want to.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. Adding more variety into readers' culture that gives them a wider worldview, gives them perspective that they wouldn't otherwise have. You know, I would almost say it's your duty as president to expose your readers to as much variety as possible.
You don't raise Nobel Prize winners if you never venture outside of
20th century literature. And I know the very last thing you would want is to be responsible for weak-minded people. One assignment outside your scope every month